Hello. Hey. So, I have to head to the store. For what, you ask? Well, art supplies. A select few art supplies, very few. I'm making a promise to myself now. I'm not gonna go crazy because you know what happens. We're not trying to buy the entire store. So that's not what we're gonna do today. When we go to the art store, do we ever really need anything?
My mind is so overwhelmed by things that...
I was listening to the Emma Chamberlain podcast. I love her podcast. I started listening to it about a year ago. Around that time, before I was listening to her podcast, I knew I wanted to start a podcast. I had ideas, but I wasn't exactly sure what I wanted to podcast about, because when I listen to podcasts, any podcast I listen to, it was 2 or more people talking about popular topics in the media or stuff like that, you know, controversial topics, and they're like going back and forth, making jokes about it, but also being like respectful or maybe not. So I was like, do people even podcast by themselves? Like, is that even a thing? And then I listened to her podcast and it was like so eye-opening for me. I was like, okay, this is great. I can actually probably do this. Had to find a topic, and I did. Introverts Talk To on Spotify and Apple. The link is in my description. But I was just listening to her episode about 2023 and her predictions, and she was just talking about how like people are so negative on social media and people love a good negative story on social media.
I just felt the need to mention that dude that just like stared into my car literally almost hit me in the parking lot. We were like so close to getting into a car accident, and mind you, it was not my fault. I did not have a stop sign. He did. This has nothing to do with anything. But why was he looking so hard in my car? Moving on.
And I was just like, that is so true. Looking back on my videos that have gone viral, which were like only a select few, maybe 2 or 3, all of them had a negative vibe. And that's so strange. And it's so weird how like ready people are for a negative story. And then like when you start getting views on those things, you want to start making videos alike. And I didn't want to just be that person making a bunch of videos complaining, because I'm not even a negative person. And I don't think I'm a negative person. I don't want to be a negative person. So I kind of had to step back and stop making those videos, because I was just like, okay, I'm not going to sit here and complain on TikTok about things that are so minor and unnecessary and sit here waiting for likes to roll in. It was so unhealthy. Ended up making a new account for my podcast because that's what I wanted that account for originally, but no one cared about my podcast. It just cared about my negative target stories. So I made a new account for my podcast, and I feel like I can use it in a more healthy way. And I had to step away from the negativity. You can't be negative. I don't like being negative. It hurts my heart. So don't be negative. But in the meantime, let's go on this Michaels. I'm here. I decided to go to Hobby Lobby as well. I'm actually wearing different clothes, but I took a break. I went home. I had gone to the gym before I went to Michael's, and then I went home, took a shower, actually drove a while so I can go return something to a store that's kind of far away. And I was like, oh wait, they have a Hobby Lobby over here. Perfect. The key is to not get a cart or a basket. That's how we don't overspend. Why do these Master's Touch oil paints look different than usual? They usually look like this. I like this one. It looks more sophisticated. This is what I need. It looks like I'm talking to myself, but I'm actually talking to a camera. I'm trying to figure out if I need any other colors. I might need like some titanium white at some point. I don't need it yet. I know I don't. So I'm not gonna get it. I'm not gonna do it. I didn't grab a basket. Hello. So there's one more day before classes start back up, all right? And sometimes I'm really excited and sometimes I'm not. This semester, I actually don't feel too like not excited. I actually kind of feel like okay with it. Last semester, I was a hot mess. I had a mental breakdown the first day of classes. I was like, I can't do this. This is not for me. I avoided my classes for like a week. I don't know what happened. It was just like a whole spiral session of me just like having a mental breakdown. It's a new year and I want to do very well in my classes. I want to be consistent. I want to be organized. I say this every semester. Today is my first day of class and I have to go and it's really early.
It's a bit of a drive, but I should be there on time. Hopefully, there's no traffic.
I have something that I have to do. This painting of Joshua J. It's a music artist. I love his music. I listened to a lot of it on repeat. Posted it on Instagram and he, you know, saw it, reposted, and he actually recently said that he wants to buy this from me. So I'm actually going to be fixing this up so that I can send it and that it looks its best. The only thing I hate is the back. Like, I hate this whole like master's touch with like the stains of like the oil paint seeping through. So I'm going to gesso it and I'm gonna hope and pray that this works. So I'm going to set this up, get my gesso out, get my gesso ready. I'm going to just do a light coating on the back. Gesso dries really quick, so I'm not worried about the time frame. I want to send this in the next couple of days. So I'm going to fix it up, make sure it looks presentable. I'm going to sign it and get it on its way. Real quick, on my TikTok I talked about how I don't think sharing your goals with everybody is the best way to go in 2023, and I don't know if people really understood what I meant when I said that, because somebody like did comment like I agree partially, but I think you should be able to share your goals with people. Anyway, I just meant like projects. Okay, I worked on a lot of different things that I've, you know, wanted to put out there, but ended up talking about them too soon, I feel like. And when I talk about things too soon, I always feel like they never work out. I don't like other people knowing what's in my head, like the plans that I'm making for myself in my head before I even get started working on them, because I feel like there's like there's already an expectation that has to be met, and I don't like working on things like that. That's why I think working on my website recently has been a lot more difficult this time around, because last time it probably had some issues. I'm not like a website designer, so I'm not like a super professional, but I think it looked pretty good for like my first website. And now that I'm trying to get this website started up again, I feel like there's already an expectation that has to be met. It's just a lot harder this time around.
I could holler at you, baby. I'm just not unnatural. Not unnatural. Not at all. You like fancy, classy effort. There's no dress shirts in my dresser. In my dresser. So why would I wait in line? To love you,
my hair isn't done and I'm barely awake, but we got things to do. I am so tired. I'm like kind of working with the colors and kind of like trying to figure out what it is that's throwing it off, but I really just think it's that this pant's leg is like really so much more detailed and like shadowy than this one, and I painted them on 2 separate occasions, so the color is kind of different. When I come back to a painting, mixing the colors again is kind of just like a task that is so difficult for me. I tried my best. I probably will revisit it like 3 or 4 more times because the more I look at it, the more I get frustrated. I said frustrated. I did not say frustrated, okay? I'm sorry. That is one of my biggest pet peeves. There's an R between the F and the U.
You like fancy, classy effort. There's no dress shirts in my dresser. In my dresser. So why would I wait in line to love you? Cause I wouldn't waste time trying to rush you. Man, I'm feeling it in my soul. Chill inside my sacred body.
Okay, it's done. And I was very shocked. They were very helpful and they made me like not feel like rushed or like uncomfy. I feel like this is kind of a step in the right direction. I'm sad to think that the painting's gone forever, but I do have photo prints of it, so I had to send overseas. I've never really done that before. I actually have sent to Australia, but I've never sent to like other countries other than there. So I was definitely like really nervous. When it comes to letting go of paintings, it didn't just hit me until like I walked out of the post office and I was like, that painting's gone forever. I'm never gonna see it physically again. I have to get more comfortable with this because my paintings mean so much to me, and sending them away is like really sad sometimes. Even like my prints, I just get sad. I don't know, but I love for people to react to it and like see it and have it. I actually think I'm gonna end this video here because I need to edit and I don't really know what else to include in this video. I did school, I did painting, and I did shipping, and I've done a lot in this video. So thank you for watching. If you liked the video, I would love if you subscribe to my channel because I have a lot of videos and vlogs like this. My link tree is in the description below, and it has my podcast, my Instagrams, my, you know, TikToks and whatnot. Thank you for watching this video. Hope you enjoyed and hope to have you back again in the next one. All right, bye.
So